While venturing along a rarely traveled trail, a group of hikers stumbled upon an astonishing discovery: a colossal, nest-like formation in an open area. The structure was so immense and complex that it couldn't be attributed to any known creature, instantly capturing their curiosity. From inside the nest, a faint human voice called out, "Help me!" transforming their casual hike into a critical rescue operation. At the trailhead, Cody, Alex, Anna, and Mila gathered under the dim morning sky. Their breaths mingled with the cool dawn air as they prepared for their monthly adventure, excitement visible in their movements. "This way," Mila declared, pointing to a rarely used path through the dry bushland. Reactions varied. Cody was intrigued, Alex hesitant, and Anna skeptical. "Trust me," Mila added with a confident smile. The group set off, sunlight casting a golden glow over rolling hills and untamed bushland. The promise of discovery urged them forward. Mila led the way, often glancing back to ensure her friends were enjoying the hike. She shared anecdotes to keep spirits high and validate her trail choice. Gradually, the bushland's beauty unfolded. Sunlight filtered through sparse trees, casting intricate shadows. "It's different, but beautiful," Anna admitted as initial doubts faded. The others agreed, their appreciation for Mila's choice growing. "Look at that view," Mila exclaimed, pointing to a sunlit ridge. Her excitement spread, and soon the group marveled at every detail. Mila highlighted birds and small animals darting about, adding wonder to the hike. They recalled previous escapades. "Do you remember the waterfall last summer?" Alex asked, prompting laughter in a flood of cherished memories. The tranquil silence of the bushland surrounded them, its ethereal calm unlike anything they'd experienced on earlier hikes. "It's so quiet here," Anna whispered, her tone gentle as if not to disturb the serenity. The understated charm of this trail, compared to their typical challenging paths, felt like a welcome and invigorating shift. As the sun rose higher, the landscape shifted. Shadows shrank, and the bushland seemed to come alive. The group paused often, captivated by vivid vistas and the vibrant colors of the day unfolding. "I wonder what's around that bend," Cody mused, curiosity glinting in his eyes. The less traveled path promised more surprises. Venturing deeper, Cody suddenly stopped. "Do you see that?" he asked, pointing to an odd shape in the distance. The group squinted towards a peculiar formation nestled among the trees. "Could it be a giant nest?" Anna speculated, frowning thoughtfully. "It's too big for any bird I know," Mila added, intrigue in her voice. The unusual structure spurred a flurry of guesses, each one wilder than the last. Curiosity prevailed, and they chose to explore further. As they navigated through thicker vegetation, their sense of adventure intensified. With each step, the structure grew more imposing, its intricate design becoming unmistakable. A vast, elaborately constructed nest. The group stopped, staring in awe at the labyrinth of branches and materials. The sheer scale and craftsmanship stirred both wonder and unease. "What if it's an art installation?" Alex suggested, studying its contours. "Or maybe a shelter," Mila offered, unable to look away. The mystery of the nest sparked a shared excitement, pulling them together in their quest for answers. The group reached the nest's base, stunned by its monumental size and the intricate craftsmanship. Towering over them, the structure was a tangle of branches and mysterious materials, clearly not the work of any known animal. They circled it in awe, trying to decipher its origins. "Could someone actually have built this?" Alex asked skeptically. "Or maybe it's something abandoned long ago," Cody speculated, inspecting the materials. Anna stayed silent, her cautious eyes scanning every detail. Speculations arose. Was it a human creation or a natural phenomenon? Yet, no clear answers surfaced. Driven by curiosity, Mila moved nearer, extending her hand toward the structure. "Hold on, Mila," Anna exclaimed, her tone laced with worry. "We don't know if it's safe." Mila hesitated, her hand hovering, torn between intrigue and Anna's warning. A tense silence fell over the group, unease settling in as questions arose. Was it dangerous? What secrets did it hold? The thrill of discovery now carried a shadow of fear. Just as they considered stepping away, Mila froze, tilting her head to listen. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. The group stilled, ears straining. Faint and barely audible, a voice emerged from the nest, murmuring, "Help me." The words sent chills through them, anchoring them in a mix of shock and apprehension. "I'm sure of it. Someone's in there," Mila insisted, her wide eyes reflecting fear and determination. She urged the group to stay silent and listen. Huddled close, they held their breaths, focusing intently on the faint, chilling sound. "It could just be the wind," Alex suggested, attempting to rationalize. "Or maybe some animal," added Cody, though his tone betrayed uncertainty. Despite their reservations, both curiosity and concern lingered. Anna, though doubtful, remained intent, her eyes locked on the nest as if determined to unravel its mysteries. Then, as if challenging their skepticism, the voice returned. Clearer now, a desperate, "Help me," resonating unmistakably from within. A collective shiver ran through the group. The voice was undeniably human. Intrigue gave way to concern as they realized someone might be trapped. "Sorry for the interruption. Before we continue with the story, I kindly ask you to like the video and subscribe to this channel. It is very important for us. Thank you very much." "We can't just leave them," Anna said urgently. The group exchanged glances, their faces reflecting fear and determination. The carefree hike was now a serious mission. "We have to check it out," Mila declared firmly, her resolve mirrored by the others. They approached the nest with purpose, circling it in search of an entrance. Their hands brushed over the dense, tightly woven surface, but the nest offered no easy way in. Frustration grew as the structure's secrets remained locked behind its intricate design. Meanwhile, faint whispers emerged from within, each plea more urgent, compelling them to act. The air felt infused with an unexplainable energy, heightening their urgency and intensifying the enigma. "We could take it apart piece by piece," Cody proposed cautiously. "But what if that harms whoever's inside?" Anna responded, her voice filled with evident worry. Their determination reignited with each faint whisper. They began pulling at weaker sections, hands working tirelessly to pry open the nest's secrets. "What if one of us climbs to the top?" Cody proposed, eyeing the towering structure. "Or we could start removing these outer branches," Alex suggested, inspecting the dense exterior. As they deliberated, the voice from within grew weaker, its desperate pleas becoming sporadic and faint. Their sense of urgency deepened, knowing time was slipping away. After much deliberation, the group agreed on a cautious yet decisive plan. They would gently remove parts of the nest's outer layer, working carefully to avoid causing harm. Positioned around the nest, they exchanged determined looks before beginning the delicate process. As they worked, the intricate construction of the nest became even more apparent. Occasionally, faint voices drifted from within, spurring their efforts. Yet, despite their persistence, the core of the nest remained frustratingly out of reach. Cody, noticing their limited progress, proposed a new idea. "Maybe we should split up," he suggested. "Some of us could go back for better tools. We'll need something more effective to get through this." "What if something happens while we're separated?" Anna argued, her concern reflected in Mila's cautious gaze. After further discussion, they reluctantly agreed. Though uneasy about separating, they knew better equipment was essential. "Okay, let's do it," Mila finally said, her reluctance evident. Alex hesitated. "Are you sure you'll be okay here without us?" Anna and Mila nodded, and after quick preparations, Cody and Alex set off down the trail. Their hurried steps echoed their sense of urgency, leaving Anna and Mila to face the nest alone. Turning back to their task, Mila unfolded a small pocket knife and began cutting into the nest's outer layers. The knife seemed almost laughably inadequate against the dense structure, but they pressed on. "This might be more than just a physical barrier," Cody said thoughtfully as he worked. "There could be something else at play here." Finally, after painstaking effort, they created a small opening in the nest. Their persistence had paid off. Looking inside, they stopped in their tracks at the sight before them, a small, vibrant parrot resting within. Its brilliantly colored feathers contrasted sharply with the nest's shadowy interior. For a moment, they could do nothing but stare, disbelief written across their faces at this wholly unexpected discovery. The parrot cocked its head, its curious eyes scanning them, and then, to their astonishment, it spoke in a clear, human-like voice. "Help me," it repeated, the same plea they had heard earlier. Stunned, the group exchanged bewildered looks, struggling to process the surreal truth. The voice that had drawn them here was this parrot all along. A heavy silence fell as they grappled with the revelation. How could a parrot mimic human speech so flawlessly? The mystery of the nest had shifted into the extraordinary. Standing around the opening, they tried to comprehend the improbable scene before them. Mila, regaining her composure, gently reached in to retrieve the bird. Cradling it carefully, she ensured it was unhurt. "We should take it to a wildlife shelter," Cody suggested, breaking the silence. The others nodded, knowing it was the best course of action for the bird. As they prepared to leave, they reflected on their day. What began as a simple hike had turned into a surreal rescue mission. The discovery of the talking parrot had reshaped their perception of the natural world, blurring the lines between the ordinary and the extraordinary. With the parrot securely tucked into Mila's backpack, they began retracing their path through the forest. Their journey back was lively, filled with animated discussions as they relived every detail of their unforeseen adventure. Occasionally, the parrot would interject with a phrase, adding a surreal charm to their reflections. What once was a place of mystery now felt like a witness to their incredible discovery. Reaching an area with cell service, they called local wildlife authorities. Alex explained the find, detailing the bird's uncanny mimicry and their initial confusion. Intrigued, the authorities directed them to a nearby wildlife shelter for proper care and further assessment. As they continued their walk, the group was enveloped in a mix of emotions: relief that their mission had succeeded, excitement at their unique discovery, and lingering disbelief. They realized they had witnessed something extraordinary, a reminder of nature's capacity to surprise and astonish. The wildlife shelter, usually bustling with activity, seemed to pause when the group arrived with the parrot. Staff members gathered around, marveling at the bird's vibrant plumage and its uncanny ability to mimic human speech. Their amazement mirrored the hikers' initial reactions, underscoring the rarity of the discovery. A staff member carefully inspected a small ring on the parrot's foot. After a moment of examination, they revealed that the bird was registered and belonged to an owner. The announcement sparked a flurry of activity as the team hurried to contact the owner, bringing the group one step closer to unraveling the final piece of their remarkable adventure. Once the registration details were confirmed, the shelter staff contacted the owner. The response was immediate, an outpouring of relief and joy. The owner, who had been searching for their missing parrot for weeks, expressed heartfelt gratitude over the phone. Shortly after, the owner arrived, their face glowing with anticipation. They shared how the parrot, known for its remarkable mimicry, had accidentally escaped. Their affection for the bird was clear in every word, filling the room with warmth and relief. The reunion was emotional. The parrot immediately recognized its owner, its chirps and phrases growing animated. The hikers watched, moved by the heartwarming scene, feeling a deep sense of accomplishment in reuniting the beloved pet with its family. Word of the hikers' unusual discovery quickly spread, drawing the attention of local media. Reporters arrived at the shelter to document the extraordinary story. Initially hesitant, the group eventually shared their adventure, recounting how they mistook the parrot's mimicry for a human's call for help. Their story captivated both the media and the local community. As the day wound down, the hikers reflected on their journey. They laughed and recounted the moments that had brought them closer, cherishing the bond formed through this shared experience. With a newfound appreciation for nature's mysteries and surprises, they began to plan their next adventure, knowing that the trails held endless possibilities for discovery and wonder. Did you enjoy this story? Would you consider having a parrot as a pet, or do you prefer animals that are quieter? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked the story, subscribe to this channel and leave a like. Sometimes acts of kindness bring immense joy. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next video. Have a great day,